Hello everyone, it's Vicki here today, designing for Simple Stories, and I am using the Simple Vintage Christmas Lodge collection, and it's a beautiful mix of traditional colours and icons and really great for vintage photos. I wanted to start with, because I've got a photo of me, my sister and my dad from about 40 years ago, maybe more. I wanted to start with a heart on my layout because this is a real family layout. So off camera, I drew a template to make my heart. So I just drew a half heart, and then I placed it on my paper, drew around it, then flipped it and drew around the other half, if that makes sense. And that's going to give me a nice big heart from this gorgeous red toned paper. And it's got a nice vintagey distressed feel about it. So I really like that. And I'm just going to ruffle up the edges with my fingers, just to make it look a bit more textured. And I use my fingers, there's some tears in there, but I'm just sort of manipulating the paper so that it looks more textured there. So just skip through that because that took me a little minute. And then I'm going to put another layer of this heart. So this is a white paper, black and white paper, and I'm just drawing the heart on the back using the existing cutout that I have, but when I cut it, I'm going to cut about, I guess about 1/4 of an inch around, maybe a bit more, around the heart. So it just makes this heart slightly bigger than the other one because this one's going underneath. Okay, and I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to ruffle it up. And what I realised is I actually put the heart too low on the page. So I've got a flat bottom to my heart, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. So the same process with the distressing, and that's just super easy to do. You don't need a distress tool, just use your fingers. Make sure the paper's manipulated and it works pretty well. There we go. So I have my two hearts, I have my layer now. And that's my photo. As I said, it's my dad and my sister and myself, and I guess 42, 43 years ago, so pretty old, but super cute, I think. And we're just underneath the Christmas tree. I love this photo. So where am I now? I'm just looking for bits and pieces. Here we go. I'm bringing out the puffy foam stickers because I absolutely love the titles in these, and I can always find a title for my layout from these. And I want to use 'Tis the Season mostly because it's the brown neutral colour, and obviously it's Christmas, so it works anyway. But just the woody feel I quite like for this layout, and I like the shape of that title and how it will work on my page as well. So I want to use the chipboard frames, and I go between two, and the title totally works better with this first one. So this is the one I settle on, and I think the title looks really nice sitting on top like that. And then I remember this paper has that same sort of cluster of flowers on it as my frame. So I cut the cluster of flowers from the corner, and I'm going to use this on my page to balance out those florals on the right. So I think I'm going to skip through this shortly because it took me a little while to cut it out. It was fairly straightforward, but as we all know, fussy cutting is not a quick endeavour. Those little berries were the hardest part to get around. The leaves were super simple. Okay, so there we have skipped around it, almost done. And I'm going to tuck that there underneath the heart on the left. So that balances out those flowers that I put over on the right. And I think that looks really cute. So what am I looking at next? So I'm looking at, just fluffing up the leaves, folding up the leaves so that they've got a bit more dimension to them from that flower. Because remember, it's cut from a piece of paper, so it's got quite a flat feel to it. So I just wanted to add some dimension there. Okay, so I'm going on to the chipboard stickers and thinking about what I can use there. I really like this little banner of bunting, which I thought was really sweet. That says Merry, so I definitely want to use that. I'm just putting powder on the back of my sticky pieces. I did it for the title as well. This just stops them sticking to the page until I'm fully ready to commit, because I do move things around a lot when I'm scrapbooking. They never go in the first place I choose. Okay, so I think about using this layered sticker. I don't actually use it in the end because I don't find the ideal place for it, but it is so cute. I really love it. So I look at using these, they're sort of like wooden snowflakes. I want to use a couple of those. I like the wooden effect on these pieces, and they match in them with the title that I've put on. So I really like how this background's going, and I want to stick it down now before I do anything else because I don't want to have to take it all apart later. So I'm just sticking the red heart to the white heart, and then I'm going to stick it all to the page. And I've also glued the floral to the back as well. So there we go. That's the heart in situ. So that's not moving now. So I can start to layer up again, and everything won't have to move to stick it back down. I'm sticking the photo into the frame so that that's also in place, because that's obviously not going to move. And I'm going to put some foam on the frame to stick it down. And the reason I do that is because of the dimensional aspect that I have to the heart. It's not going to sit flat, so I'm going to use that foam as the part that adheres to the page. Sorry, my throat feels a bit croaky this morning. Apologies if you're finding it difficult to understand me. So I'm going to stick the title there onto the frame as well. And I'm going to stick down these little snowflakes, because I know I want those to go there as well. Now I'm looking at the brads, and I want to bring in a little bit more of that green that I've got going on in the leaves, and I put that one there that says Holly Jolly. So I like that, and I put down a couple of red ones as well, the smaller ones, just off to the side. Like those. Now I use one of these stickers here just above my photo, and I was just trying to place it. I should have put some powder on it, but I didn't, and then I didn't like where it was, so, and I couldn't peel it back up again, so be careful with that. That's why I always use powder and didn't, and I just forgot in that moment. So I'm trying to find some embellishments there that will work at the top and cover up part of that, because it's completely in the wrong place. Just trying to make this piece work, but it doesn't. I've remembered my banner there that I really do want to put on, so I'm just going to glue that down, and I think I'm getting close to the end now. The next thing that I do is add some hearts, some of these foam hearts to the page, because of it's sort of bringing together my big hearts with the little ones. And then I'm going to add some splatters, and I have some lovely gold ink splatters to go on here now, which you'll see in just a second. I had to go and dig for them and find them. There we go. And those are Lindy's Grab-A-Guy Gold, I think. And I'm just splattering that on there, and that's it. The final layout is coming. There it is. I really hope that you've enjoyed this layout. I don't scrap traditional Christmas that often, but I really have enjoyed doing this one. So if you have any questions, please do let me know. Otherwise, you should be able to find this collection in your favourite online store. Go take a look, and if you like what you see, grab it and let me see what you've done. But in the meantime, this has been Vicky for Simple Stories. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.